We've gone hands-on with Aloy's new journey in the sequel to the critically acclaimed 2017 game Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm Sarah from GameByte, and this is Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm running out of time, Elizabeth. The land is dying. People are suffering. Soon, we'll starve. All because of a terraforming system that's spiraling out of control. And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't be long before we hit the point of no return. And then... extinction. I've been searching for months for what I need. A backup of Gaia. The AI you designed to control the system. But every time I think I have a lead, it comes to nothing. And every night, I have the same dream. I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers. And when I arrive at the center, I see you, Elizabeth. Waiting for me. Even though you've been dead for 1,000 years. You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother. And for a moment, I feel whole. I'm always left alone. This world is your legacy, Elizabeth. I won't let it slip away. The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to get it. I promise. Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well, consider it a punishment for running out on us the very same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. That one was in your honor. Just saying. So, what are we doing? Must be urgent since you left so fast. Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has something to do with the Blight.
Both, actually, but, I should...
Oh, no. I've been tracking you a long way. It's okay. After everything you've done to help Lenora and my family, I swore an oath to help you, no matter what. But you're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
Okay, but if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
A focus? Never thought I'd get your second sight.
I'll give you another one later and show you how to back up your data.
Data?
Information on the device. We've got a lot to cover. I'll have to explain everything as we go.
You see like this all the time?
Since I was a little girl. Come on. Shall we? Alright, I got a couple of scrapes on the way here. We should find some medicinal plants, stock up. So it's time for your first lesson with the focus.
Sounds good. Let's get started.
But I'm here to answer the question you all want to know. Is Horizon Forbidden West actually worth your time? Let's find out. But first, if you haven't done so already, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a lot, and it means we can keep bringing you stuff like this. Thanks! Well, first of all, we've spent a total of about 60 hours in Forbidden West so far. It's obviously visually stunning on the PS5, as you can see here. The world is brought to life in ridiculous detail, which is easy to capture with a brilliant photo mode. Check this out. But what do you think? Make sure to let us know in the comments. So what about the gameplay? That's a pretty important part of the game, right? Honestly, I think combat is better than ever. In the first game, it was a little clunky and simplistic, especially those dodge rolls and heavy attack animations. They really slowed the pace down of the first game. But in this sequel, I've found myself using various tools and moves in order to chip away at robot enemies, and it's one of the most engaging combat systems that I've played in years. Chaining attacks together feels more satisfying than ever. Speaking of enemies, there are many new enemy types, and it probably took us a good 5 or 6 hours to see an enemy type that we recognize from the first game. The studio has done a good job of making Forbidden West feel like a true sequel and not just an expansion. Horizon Zero Dawn was a great way to introduce us to Guerrilla Games' post-apocalyptic world. It was a super unique approach to the genre, with a kind of robot futurism that had a surprising level of mystery and lore and history. It's no wonder, of course, that this game was an instant PlayStation classic. I was honestly a little bit worried that Forbidden West wouldn't live up to its name, but so far we are completely blown away. It's such a gorgeous world to explore that I was always a little bit disappointed climbing navigation wasn't as free as I initially thought it would be in the original. Although, who else spent ages trying to get Aloy out of bounds? However, I've spent hours just searching out every little detail in this world. It's genuinely a joy to discover new things. You get a grappling hook and a much better focus, which lets you scan and work out what you could actually interact with. It's a nice guidance so you don't waste your time trying to clip up a rock face. One thing you might not know yet is that levels and skills aren't tied directly to XP. Completing side quests rewards you with cold hard skill points directly, which makes progression actually enticing. You're constantly rewarded for every action you do, so even in a big RPG like this, you never feel like you've wasted time, even in a quick 30-minute play session. In terms of characters, Aloy is amazing, as ever, even if some dude bro gamers on the internet have never seen a woman before. She's confident, she'll fight her corner, and she's a delight to watch interact on screen. The studio's really stepped up both its motion capture and voicing capabilities in Forbidden West. It's especially refreshing seeing as this was a weak point of Zero Dawn. The story is really interesting as well. The narrative director Ben McCaw said, "It's been 6 months since the events of Horizon Zero Dawn, and Aloy has noticed throughout the world that this red blight is encroaching everywhere, and this is a world-ending threat, and she has to find a way to stop it." Where the game starts, there's a few things that we haven't talked about or shown you before that point. It's a super engaging game, and this mystery only pulled us in more and more. With more meaningful side quests and way more objectives, those 60 hours we've played went by in a flash. So, in conclusion, is Horizon Forbidden West worth your time? Simply put, the game is a triumph for Guerrilla Games. It takes the shining promise of Zero Dawn and elevates it in almost every way possible. This truly feels like the RPG the studio has always wanted to make, and I, for one, am so glad that it finally gets to breathe without being overshadowed. But what do you think of the look of Horizon Forbidden West so far? Make sure to let us know in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe for more video game reviews. I've been Sarah from GameByte, and you've been wonderful. Thanks for watching.